They try baking the cake one more time, this time adding the perfect amount of baking soda. The cake looks just like Dad's chocolate surprise cake. Hooray! But when Ada tries it, she notices it's crunchy. Wait a second. Dad's cake isn't usually this crunchy. Oh no! Cries Ada. The sprinkles are supposed to be on the outside of the cake, not on the inside. This is a disaster. Ada apologizes to her mom for failing. We didn't make Dad's chocolate surprise cake. Maybe not, says Mom, but you made your chocolate surprise cake with some surprise sprinkles inside. Sounds like a happy accident to me. Ada realizes her mom is right. Hopefully, her dad will like the cake too. When Dad gets home, he takes a big bite of the cake. This isn't my chocolate surprise cake, he says. Ada starts to frown, but then Dad adds, It's better. The crunchy sprinkles inside the cake are genius. Ada's frown flips upside down. I'm glad you like it, she says. I also added a secret ingredient. Love. 12 Angry Birds. It's hot, hot, hot today. Ada, Iggy, and Rosie are trying to cool off in the pool when suddenly a bunch of birds start chirping loudly by the water feeder. The kids take a closer look and notice the birds look angry. But why would all these cute birdies be angry? Asks Rosie. Here's a clue, says Ada. The water feeder is empty. They must be angry because they're thirsty. Ada calls her mom outside so she can observe the birds. Wow, Mom says. I don't think I've ever seen this many bickering birdies. She counts them. There are 12 angry birds. Mom doesn't understand why the water feeder is empty, though. Arthur filled it last night. Ada ponders this. There has to be an explanation. Just then, Mushu jumps up to the water feeder. Oh no! Ada gasps. Did Mushu drink all the water that was meant for the birdies? Mom picks up the kitty. Mushu, you know what I said I'd do if you drank water from the feeder again. She carries Mushu into the house. Wait, what is she going to do to Mushu? Ada asks, worried. Oh no! Mom is going to give Mushu away. They need to prove that Mushu is innocent, so Mom will let the kitty stay. Ada, Iggy, and Rosie search for evidence about who or what might be behind the missing birdie water. They find an empty water bowl, a paw print in the grass, and a fur ball. Now it's time to load the lab and examine their evidence. But the evidence all points to Mushu. The paw print from the scene of the crime is exactly the size of Mushu's paw, and the fur is definitely kitty fur. Plus, Mushu's water bowl was empty, which means she was probably thirsty. Maybe Mushu did commit the crime after all. We still can't give up on Mushu, says Ada. If we're going to convince Mom not to give Mushu away, we have to prove that she can be a good kitty. The kids decide to hold a court case in the living room to defend the kitty. Ada calls Mushu to the stand while Mom acts as the judge. Mushu, isn't it true that while you've never been professionally trained, you can be very well behaved? Asks Ada. Mushu jumps off the chair and runs over to sit in front of the fan. Ada's worried. It's starting to look like Mushu can't behave at all. But then Ada notices that Mushu looks very happy sitting in front of the fan. Wait, Mushu isn't a badly behaved kitty. She's just trying to cool off, Ada exclaims. Makes